So, according to reports, rumors say Ripple, XRP, could be looking to team up with a Swiss bank and a US blockchain firm. And they're planning a network merging digital identification, compliance, and tokenized assets. Now, who knows? Just a rumor right now, but we do know that things are heating up when it comes to blockchain integration into traditional finance systems. Digital identification is not something we hit on a ton, but it's a huge growing issue in terms of where the world's heading. It makes a lot of sense, but there also are some security issues. So there's interesting points on both sides of this debate. But tokenized assets, we know that Ripple, XRP, they're already there. They're working alongside Ondo Finance, who's working alongside JP Morgan, who's working alongside BlackRock. So let me take you inside this post, and we'll extrapolate a little bit. We'll highlight on some other news and information for you guys. A lot going on today, actually, from a news standpoint. We'll take a look at the overall market, too. But yes, here it is from Coin Bureau. Ripple... Rumors say Ripple, a Swiss bank, and a U.S. blockchain firm are planning a network merging digital identification, compliance, and tokenized assets with XRP as the bridge. JP Morgan calls digital ID the foundation of Web 3. So kind of fascinating. We'll come back to this in a grander conversation, but there are some other interesting things happening out there right now as well. This went live today. Ripple just flipped the script. I mentioned that this was coming. $150 million credit line with Gemini. It's not about a credit card. It's about Ripple becoming the new Wall Street. Ripple has now officially entered the $100 trillion industry, the credit market. Let me break it down. So a new Ripple Gemini card XRP edition. This is Stern Drew with this. Pay with dollars, earn XRP back on your purchases. 4% XRP on gas, charging, and rideshare. 3% on dining, 2% on groceries, 1% on everything else, cash back in XRP. This isn't just a deal, it's a blueprint. Ripple just inked a $150 million credit deal with Gemini, $75 million revolving credit line, expandable to $150 million. Loans denominated in USD, plus Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. Minimum draw $5 million, secured, and interest rates between 6.5 and 8.5%. Yes, I've got a nice smoothie with me here this afternoon. But Gemini gets liquidity for its IPO runway. Ripple pushes adoption of their stablecoin in real lending markets. Both flex credibility in front of regulators and TradFi, but beneath the surface, this is Ripple quietly laying the foundation for XRP. Why does this matter? Because in TradFi, credit equals leverage, which equals liquidity. Whoever controls credit lines controls the flows. JP Morgan runs repo markets. BlackRock runs collateral pools. Ripple, they're positioning XRP and RLUSD as the settlement layer for crypto credit. Think about it. Ripple isn't just moving money, they're financing it. Gemini borrows RLUSD, deploys across spot derivatives and lending markets. Those flows equals anchored back into XRP rails for settlement. It's the euro-dollar system all over again, but this time on chain. 1970s, euro dollars became the offshore USD system. 2020s, Ripple wants RLUSD and XRP to become the offshore digital dollar, powering tokenized lending, brokerage, and settlement. Ripple isn't chasing banks, they're becoming the market maker to banks. Besides Hidden Roads acquisitions, $150 million Gemini deal equals pilot program, RLUSD equals the Trojan horse stablecoin, XRP rails equals instant liquidity and auto bridging. XRPL EVM equals tokenization, collateral lending products. This is the birth of XRP Prime brokerage. If Ripple can extend this model beyond Gemini, imagine brokerage lines for hedge funds, stablecoin repo for treasuries, credit swaps, collateralized by tokenized assets. 150 million today, trillions tomorrow. So very interesting. A lot going on here. We talked about how big of a deal this was, and this is a great breakdown by Stern Drew. We made a video a couple days ago saying 48 hours until this goes live, and I do think there could be some ripple effects big time into the future when we look at this type of partnership. But we also then, again, have this, and things are heating up here. Again, these rumors say Ripple, a Swiss bank, and a U.S. blockchain firm planning a network merging digital ID compliance and tokenized assets with XRP as the bridge. So it's going to be interesting to kind of watch this play out. And both of these top storylines out there all over the place. And here it is too. 7 issuers, including Grayscale, Bitwise, WisdomTree, and 21 Shares, have filed S1 amendments coinciding with Ripple's SEC lawsuit settlement with $125 million fine and dismissed appeals. Mid-October deadline for approvals, potential $5 to $8 billion in inflows. First true altcoin ETF on the horizon. Get ready. Altcoin DeFi just leveled up. So a lot happening. So what's going on the charts? Well, the market's not looking so hot today. Bitcoin 111, basically 112,000. XRP down at 293. Definitely a down day in the market after a huge rip Friday. We're seeing some retrace. Obviously, we talked about this in our live stream this morning. I just think this is a bunch of manipulation. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors at this point. But the broader trend is going in the right direction. Once the liquidity is unlocked and interest rate cuts are made, that's where I think we're going to still see some big gains, hopefully in Q4. Maybe it bleeds into 2026 as well, with everything on the horizon from the Clarity Act to ETFs. A lot of those ETF deadlines coming up in October. We'll be keeping our eyes on that. But some big news today from Gemini teaming up with Ripple, and then this big rumor that XRP and a Swiss bank could be set to partner up for some big merging technologies with blockchain and TradFi when it comes to tokenized assets and digital ID. That will be very, very interesting to watch. We'll be all over it for you guys. Make sure you guys are locked in. Hit that subscribe button down below. Sign up for the free newsletter if you haven't already. Definitely get there on that right now. It's totally free. Sign up so you guys are ready, getting the alpha as well. So that's hitting your inbox a couple times a week. We'll ramp it up here too as the months continue. And appreciate you all for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop an X or an XRP in the comments section so I know you guys are here rocking and rolling. And we'll see you guys in the next video.